I think that people at home are probably wondering, how did you go about your way of gaining weight?
It was actually pretty easy to put on that amount of fat. So the first journey I did in 2011, I put on 75 pounds. This time around, my goal is to put on around 60 pounds of fat, but I'm eating closer to 6,000 calories a day. I am stuffed, but the biggest thing, the big surprise out of all of this, Dr. Ian, is the mental and emotional effect that it has. And this is what I'm trying to bring awareness to, is when people go on these journeys, or when people don't treat their bodies the best way possible, where they're not taking care of their physical health, it carries over into their mental, emotional, even spiritual health sometimes. And people aren't really aware of that. They don't really make that connection.
How? Explain that. Give me an example.
So for example, on this journey that I'm currently on, people are able to see every single thing that I'm doing pretty much every single day. And so they see it affects my sleep. So I'm tracking my sleep data, my HRV levels, and my recovery throughout this journey. And my sleep efficiency has totally tanked ever since I started eating these highly processed foods. And when you are sleep deprived, you have a hormonal shift, and your ability to handle stress throughout the day is diminished. So I'm a father of 2 young girls. I'll be honest with you, I'm less patient with them, with my girlfriend as well. Like when we get into arguments, I'm not as able to thoughtfully respond as I normally am. And I'm more emotional, right? So crying during commercials, getting upset easier. I feel like my brain is in survival mode, and that brain fog carries over into how I run my business, or how I show up on a podcast, or how I show up in relationships in my life. And that's what I want to make people more aware of, is when you eat this unhealthy food, when you live a sedentary lifestyle, it doesn't just make you gain fat. If that's all it did, it wouldn't be that bad. But it affects you at the core of who you are, your energy levels, your sex drive, all kinds of things that people just aren't aware of. And so I'm on a mission to bring more awareness to the mental and emotional side of the transformation.
And you're doing this with a medical professional, right?
100%, yes. My doctor, he's an awesome doctor here in Utah. He's monitoring me every step of the way. We're doing blood work, at least once a month, just to make sure that I'm being safe.
Do you think people feel like because you were already in shape, that it's easier for you to bounce back? I mean, why do you think you're able to bounce back so much easier?
Yeah, 100%. I want to make sure this is very clear to people. I don't want people to think that what I'm doing is the exact same as someone who grew up for years overweight. I have muscle memory. I have the discipline, the knowledge as a trainer. So it's obviously different for me, but my hope is that people will join me come January of 2021, because I want to show people all the tools, tips, tricks, and hacks that I've used, especially on the mental and emotional side, not just the physical side. Yes, we'll talk about diets and supplements and exercise and those important things, but it's more so of a mindset shift and helping people overcome those mental and emotional challenges so that it becomes more of a lifestyle change.
Drew, I love everything you're saying. I think it's so interesting that you are being able to do this and gain empathy for what the journey is for a lot of people. Hey, maybe you and I will work together, because this is my wheelhouse, and I love your system and your outlook on it. So thank you so much.
Thanks, Dr. Ian. It was a pleasure.
All right, I'll talk to you soon.